Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning. I don't know what day in October. I was going to give you a date. Oh, because it's not even October. It's November 4th. So I am walking to work. The lighting is just so beautiful at this time of morning, so it makes my makeup look really good too. But it's very pretty out. It's very early. It's about 6:50, 6:55. So I have about a 3.5 mile walk to work. I will be stopping at Starbucks for my tall Americano with an ad shot. I have my 1 tablespoon of fat-free half and half, and I have my 1 packet of Weight Watchers Cafe Creations Mucho Mocha, my favorite flavor, and both of those are 0 points for my coffee. So I had another little mini splurge or mini binge or mindless eating stuff happen last night, and it's really irritating me, but it's making me realize that I need to set a plan because I had not done that for quite a while. I did it once about a week and a half ago, more like 2 weeks ago, and then I've done it twice in 1 week, so I need to nip that in the bud. And so going back to what I was saying a couple days ago, I need to use my brain to really figure this out and not my emotions. So not just let myself continue with mindless eating or eat because I'm stressed or bored or whatever. Not let the emotions take over. I need to figure out a plan. So I have a roadmap. I told you guys I've planned everything to the bite. Now, of course, that's a little out of whack because I used a lot of weeklies. But now I need to use my brain to plan how to stop this night eating before it starts. So I have a couple ideas that I'm going to employ starting hopefully tonight. Number one, I'm going to try to start being in bed at 10:30. Going to bed earlier will most definitely help me because, you know, obviously all of this happens late at night. So the sooner I can get my butt in bed and laying down and not eating is definitely better. So I'm shooting for 10:30. And of course that will give me my 8 hours of sleep also, which I've been aiming for. Number two, I think I told you guys we actually eat our dinner in our bedroom. So what I'm going to do is take my dinner in my bedroom, and then I am not leaving that room for the rest of the night. There's no reason for me to. We eat dinner fairly late, and then we're just up watching TV or whatever for a little bit before we go to bed. So there's no reason for me to leave the room once I have my dinner. Somebody else is gonna have to just put away the leftovers. So sorry about that, guys. Or, you know, we could take care of them before we leave the room. So anyway, once I get my dinner in the bedroom, I'm not leaving that room. And then the third thing is, with my dinner, I'm also going to take with me 2 pieces of fruit. Any kind of fruit. I may eat them, I may not. If I need to eat those 2 pieces of fruit to stop myself from mindless snacking or going back to the kitchen, eating junk, then I will most definitely eat those 2 pieces of fruit. I don't care how much other fruit I've already had in the day, because eating an extra couple pieces of fruit is gonna be so much better for me than mindless night eating. So those are the strategies that I'm going to employ starting tonight. I mean, I don't know if we're really gonna be home tonight. Probably definitely not for dinner, but you know, I could do like getting to bed early and taking a couple pieces of fruit with me. So that's my plan for the upcoming week. Unfortunately, what I ate last night totally derailed me on the scale again, or should I say more. So I'm not letting that get me down though. It's just data. It's more data to fuel my need and my brainstorming to figure this out. So I am not a dumb person. I know what this plan entails, what makes it work. I know it works scientifically. I just need to work it. So I'm going to use my brain and my roadmap and all of my points planning strategies to do that. So I don't know if my weight's going to be up again on Tuesday, but I will, you know, there's nothing else I can do but weigh in and own it. if I don't weigh in, I'm still gonna weigh the same. If I do weigh in, I'm gonna weigh the same and know what the number is and be better able to have a plan of attack. So anyway, my fingers are freezing. Okay, it's still only 65 degrees here, so it feels kind of good, but I'm standing in the sunshine here, waiting for my ride, and here's my outfit of the day. We are off to do a couple of errands. I actually only have time to go to one store right now. If you guys were wondering, I haven't really had time to do a grocery haul because weekends have been super busy lately. So what I did this week was I actually went to Trader Joe's yesterday. I went to Trader Joe's yesterday on my lunch break. I'm going to the dollar store right now. Then I have to run home, put everything away, and get ready to go to a Weight Watchers meeting, so I won't be able to do the rest of my grocery shopping until this evening, and that will be Walmart. So it's just very, very inconvenient for doing any sort of grocery haul. That's why I haven't had a grocery haul, so sorry. Maybe I can do a meal plan tomorrow, but or meal prep, but yeah, that's why you guys haven't seen a lot of groceries. Just super busy on the weekends. It's not even fun stuff either. Well, band competitions aren't not fun, but it's not like out playing and doing stuff. So okay everyone, we are on the road. We are completely stopped in traffic on the freeway. Looks like I might be late. Anyway, we are headed to a Weight Watchers conference right now. I'm going to a lifetime members summit. I have no idea what that is. It was very, very poorly advertised in my area, so I just happened to stumble upon it. I don't know what it entails. It's 2 hours, and I was told to come prepared with questions or areas that I need assistance with. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm gonna go check it out. I have heard from many lifetime members that Weight Watchers, or that they would like it if Weight Watchers had more of a program tailored or something tailored towards the lifetime members, because a lot of them are feeling just kind of dropped. So I don't feel that way at all, because I still go to all my meetings every week. I weigh in every week. I'm engaged in the discussion and the weeklies, and it's still, I'm totally still in the game. So I don't feel left out at all. But I thought I would go and just see what it's like and what happens and what we discuss, and if I can bring back any bit of useful information for you guys, you know I definitely will. So after that, we are going to yet another band competition, so it's going to be a day out and about for us. And I feel like since we've done this quite often over the past month, I am the new snack packing champ. Yes, I have so much good food packed, so I'm going to show you everything. This is actually for both Eddie and I. Some things are very obviously mine, some are very obviously his, but some of this we will share. So I'll start with the beverages first. So all I've had so far today is my coffee, which was 0 points, with a tablespoon of fat-free half and half, and one of the Weight Watchers Cafe Creations Mucho Mocha. So next up is going to be my Teamy tea. So this is my Teamy Skinny. It is 1 teaspoon of Teamy Skinny for 0 points, and some lemon juice, also 0 smart points. For later, I have some sparkling ice grapefruit. Good stuff. And then for later, I have some grapefruit champagne. So this is 18 smart points. And of course, this is 0 points. So those are the beverages. Next, I'm going to show you guys all the food I have. I have like a feed bag of food, but I figured it's better to overpack. I don't know what I'm going to be craving, and I just want to be completely prepared so that I'm not stopping anywhere and snacking on anything weird. And I just want to keep the points minimal, because I don't really have a lot of points to spare. So first up are these, which are very obviously not mine. not mine. And he had one, every time I go shopping, I always ask Eddie, do you want anything? Do you want anything? Eddie gets hangry. So when he's sitting in the car waiting for me and I'm shopping, he needs to have something. So I always ask him every week, do you want anything? And he never wants anything. Today he had a request, so I was more than happy to comply. He said just some sour cream and onion Pringles. So that's a special request for Eddie. I have no idea how many points. I am definitely not dipping into those. I have some mini bell peppers. Most of the stuff, a lot of the stuff came from the dollar store. I have mini bell peppers for 0 smart points. A lot of it is also produce because I know these are like all my favorites. So things like I don't eat a lot of vegetables, but these are my favorite things to have, so I know I will want to eat them over the course of today. Also some of my favorite fruits. So we got the mini bell peppers for 0 smart points. I have an entire bag of grapes. I'm not going to eat them all, but you know, it was just easier to grab the whole bag than to portion them out. So, and if I ate them all, well, I won't, because that would give me a big bellyache. So grapes, 0 smart points. I have some of these heirloom cherry tomatoes for 0 smart points. I have 1 pear for 0 smart points. It's just, I don't love pears, but it was something different. I haven't had, well, I did have a pear last night, but pears are kind of new on the horizon for fall. So 0 smart points for the pear, and then some Clausen pickles, 1 for me, 1 for Eddie, for 0 smart points. In the evening I tend to get snackier and want sweets kind of stuff, so I brought 2 bananas. I don't eat bananas super often, I'm not sure why. They're very delicious. They taste more like dessert to me than anything, and they're 0 points. So if I eat both the bananas, I'm gonna be totally fine with that. So that's all the fruits and vegetables, and then I just have a little bit of protein as well. So I have 2 hard-boiled eggs. These are 2 smart points each. And then I have our old standby. In here is, I don't know if you guys can see, that is the grilled chicken breast. Eddie has been buying like 6 pounds of chicken breast at one time, and then he grills it all outside on the barbecue grill. So this is just sliced grilled chicken breast. And I have in there also a container of mustard. That is the horseradish mustard from Winco. It is 0 smart points, I believe, for 1 tablespoon. After that, it does add up. So I've been trying to not have too much of the mustard, but it's delicious if you dip the chicken in the mustard. So I'm estimating probably 3 ounces of the chicken for 2 smart points and 1 tablespoon of the mustard for 0 smart points. And then in this container here, you're not going to be able to see them very well either, so I will take the lid off for that one. So this is very easy. So that is just sliced green apples, and each one is wrapped with 1 slice of the Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh roasted chicken. So that is 13 slices, and I think that 5 slices is, I think 6 slices is 1 point. Anyway, I have 13 slices. I'm guessing it's gonna be between 1 to 2 points. So that is all mine because Eddie is making faces. Does it smell weird? Or you just don't like the apple with the chicken?
I don't like that meat. I don't like the combination.
So that's all mine. And I will probably save most of this for Eddie. So that's it. I've got protein, vegetables, and fruit. I've got Teamy tea, champagne, and grapefruit soda. Hopefully that's gonna do me for the day. So cross your fingers, guys, because I need to make up for last night and make up for last week and just kind of start getting myself back down on the scale. But I'm feeling very confident. I don't, last night was a Teamy tea night again, the Teamy colon. So when you do the detox, you do the colon tea every other night. So I'm actually just doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday just to make it easy. So last night was a colon tea night. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling refreshed, not bloated at all. and let's hope I can keep myself that way. So check in with you guys later. Okay, you guys, that was so incredibly interesting and very, very informative, and so many points that I did not even think of, and I just realized that I am such a newbie lifetime member too. I was the baby there. So there were people in that meeting who have been at Lifetime for like 20 and 30 years, which is incredible. Doesn't mean maybe they're a goal weight, maybe they're not, but once a Lifetime member, always a Lifetime member. So but yeah, I'm the Lifetime newbie. Some things that we talked about. So first of all, we talked about a lot of challenges that we as Lifetime members face, which can be things I didn't even think of. So number one, the things that stick out to me are boredom. Like maybe we can get bored by doing the same things over and over, the same meals, the same way that we've always done the program, or eating the same foods. Boredom, what else? Also dealing with life stressors, like maybe since some of these people have been Lifetime 10, 15, 20 years, they've had to deal with moving or the death of a family member. How, you know, things that you have to figure out how to work your program around and still stay healthy and still stay at your goal weight if you can. And then a couple other things are food pushers, which people who are actively losing weight always deal with food pushers, but in the case of a Lifetime member, they might say, oh, you lost all your weight, you're skinny now, you can have a cookie, you earned it. So food pushers, and then also food watchers, people who are constantly looking over your shoulder. No, he doesn't do that, he's playing. People who are constantly watching you to see what you're eating and when you're gonna mess up. And, you know, should you be eating that? Are you sure you want to eat that?
Isn't that food Nazis?
Yeah, but I mean, when you're at Lifetime, I don't know, it's when you're at Lifetime, the program is the same, the challenges are the same, everything is the same, but it's different. So it was just very, very interesting. A couple other things that really stuck out to me are that people who are at Lifetime need to be really good and get really good at adapting to change. Not only change in your life, as I talked about, maybe death, moving, job changes, family stress, but also change in Weight Watchers in general. A lot of these people lost weight on programs that didn't even have a name because they were so old. Points Plus, Core, Points. You know, Weight Watchers always changes the program because they're keeping up with the science of weight loss and the science of our body, how our body processes food. So it's always good to stay up to date with the most current science. So we as Lifetime members need to get good at adapting to that, because you may love your program from back in the 60s when you had to have liver once a week, but maybe guidelines have changed and you don't have to be eating your liver once a week. So that was something interesting I thought is good to keep in mind. And then also the fact that you may need to change your goal weight. You may need to reassess your goal weight. I totally did not think of that. But in the case of some of these members who have been on Lifetimes for 20 years, number one, their bodies have changed. As your body ages, it's going to be harder and harder, possibly, you know, I mean, this isn't for everyone, but you may not be meant to maintain a very tiny weight as you get older. Or perhaps in some people's cases, this is the healthy range goal, healthy weight ranges according to BMI. So in some members' cases who have who made Lifetime like 20 or 30 years ago, the charts have actually changed. So maybe it's good to take a look at the chart and update or reassess your goal weight according to the current charts and current science. And then a third reason might be just because perhaps either you're doing something different physically, like you may be lifting weights, you may have different fitness goals. If I was to start lifting weights, it would be absolutely unreasonable for me to continue trying to reach 130 pounds because I would bulk up and I would weigh more. So if you're doing something like that, or if you have some sort of illness or you know, a physical condition that might require you to maintain a higher weight. Eddie's weight when, not me. So when I got my biometrics test done at work, I get rewarded monetarily if I hit my BMI, if my cholesterol is fine, if my blood sugar is okay, and I also get rewarded monetarily if he hits all of those goals. Well, according to the BMI weight charts, Eddie is overweight, but according to Eddie's doctors, he needs to stay exactly where he is, because if he loses weight, then there's a higher potential, number one, that he'll be sick, number two, that his body will not be strong enough to hold the kidney or accept the kidney. I'm not sure, when he gets a kidney transplant, or even, oh yeah, if he's, you know, if he weighs less and he gets weaker, then he may not be able to do dialysis as much. So, you know, conditions change, physical fitness goals change, physical illnesses. There's a lot of reasons why you may need to reassess your goal weight. So that is something that I totally did not think of. There was one other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, but I totally forgot. But I did want to tell you that for all of you guys who are watching and who have not set your goal weight and you want to have some help with that, I'm talking about people who are actively trying to lose weight right now. If you go into your meeting room, there should be this chart in your meeting room. It's the healthy weight ranges. It gives height, and then it has your minimum and your maximum weights, and these are suggested weights. These go according to BMI. So Weight Watchers wants you to be between a BMI of 20 and a BMI of 25 for a healthy weight range. So if you do not fall within that range, you can also get a doctor's note. Like in Eddie's case, you could get a doctor's note with the doctor stating it's okay and it's better and it's healthier for you to be at whatever weight. So, but if you're having questions and you don't know where to set your goal weight, talk to your leader or whoever's in your meeting room and ask to see the chart. So, I'm so cold. That room was so cold, and I'm so hungry. So it is 3:15. I'm going to break my fast right now. I'm going to start with those turkey, oh, they're chicken, with the chicken wraps and the apples, and I'm so hungry. Anyway, so much good information. If you guys have any questions about something I just briefly touched on, it was a 2-hour seminar, so I couldn't possibly relay all of the information, but they are going to have these seminars again quarterly next year, so I hope that I'm in the loop now and I can share any information that I learn with you guys as well. Okay, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys was that
I'm paying attention.
Stop staring at me. The other thing I really wanted to be sure and mention was something they mentioned in there as a lifetime member. You may need to revisit your why. I totally did this a couple weeks ago, and we've talked about how your why changes over time, and especially if your why is to hit a specific goal weight for whatever reason, and now you're a lifetime member, you did it. You hit your why, you're done. Now you need to reassess, you know, why did I want to lose weight in the first place, and also why do I want to maintain that weight? So I do think even as a member who's losing weight actively right now, it's good to reassess your why and revisit your why maybe once every few months and just kind of reinforce that. Or maybe, you know, if you're losing your mojo, maybe you need to tweak your why a little bit and dig a little bit deeper and find out really internally inside why are you doing this? Why is it important to you? But especially as a lifetime member, if you've gone like 10, 20 years and you're like, I'm so tired of this, and why do I have to watch every single thing I have to eat? Revisit your why. Why do you want to maintain this weight, or why do you want to get back to goal weight? So that was the last point I really wanted to be sure and mention to you guys. Very important. Okay, so I'm trying to be very, very mindful of how much I eat this weekend, and that includes 0 points foods. So I'm just trying to keep myself aware, for now at least, until the champagne starts flowing. I'm trying to be very aware of whether or not I need to eat that entire container of chicken or not, because last weekend I think I did overdo it on the chicken. So just now I had Woo, that was a bump. So I told you I had 13 of those chicken apple wraps. Just now I had 5 of them, and then I had 1 of the hard-boiled eggs. So started with the good protein, and then I was still not fully satisfied, so I had about a cup of grapes. That's where it stands right now. I still feel my stomach is full right now, but I still don't feel fully satisfied, so I think I'm gonna need definitely more protein in a while. So, and I don't really have a lot for carbs, like starchy stuff today, because I didn't want to pay the points price for it. So I can tell I'm going to be craving something along that lines, and that's where the bananas come in. So hopefully I can keep it to 2 bananas when I start craving those carby stuff. Yes, when he raises his hand, he doesn't actually raise his hand to speak, he goes like this.
Slice of chocolate cake.
What? We're not having a slice of chocolate cake anywhere. Are you? Where? I'm not. I'm not even craving that. Are you? Do you crave sweets?
I just want a piece of cake. I want a piece of cake all the time.
I guess you're craving sweets then. Doesn't sound good to me, but okay, it doesn't sound good to me, so I'm gonna stay far away from it. Because even though it doesn't sound good, if you put it in front of me, I'm gonna eat it all, and it's gonna just start up a whole big old binge. So if Eddie has chocolate cake, I don't eat any. But you can have it. You can have it anytime you want. Yeah. Whoa. Okay guys, we're actually at the band competition now. We are in Long Beach at Long Beach Community College. And I am walking because I need steps. I'm at 12, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm at 12,500 steps. I have all these kids practicing behind me. Anyway, I am at 12,500 steps. I did not set my step goal back to 15,000 yet. So I'm trying to get up to 16,000 right now. I told myself I had to hit my step goal before I could get into the champagne today. So being mindful about how much I'm eating, even 0 point foods, setting myself up to hit my step goal before I drink champagne. What else can I do? I feel like I'm really nailing it in a couple areas today, so yay, yay me. Okay, I just hit my 16,000 steps, yay! Now it's time to head back, get us a good seat in the stadium, and settle in for the next 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, 4 to 5 hours, you guys, so, but it's fun. I love watching these bands. It was so fun watching some of the flag teams practice just now because totally reminded me of when I was in flag team and we did some performances at our football games. It was so much fun. So I'm headed in to gather up our stuff and get us a good spot. But you guys, I'm super excited today because I actually am finally making an effort on a weekend. I'm making an effort to do something good for myself on a weekend, which is completely usually unlike me. So I've just hit my step goal, which is still at 16,000. I'm making plans to minimize my points for the day. I am still probably going to have my 2 bottles of champagne because it's the weekend and I'm letting myself splurge in that regard, but I'm watching my 0 points foods. I'm watching even the volume of my good healthy foods like the protein and the vegetables, the fruit, all of that. I'm just trying to be very mindful, eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm not. So I just feel really proud of myself that I'm making some real good concrete effort this weekend. Yay! Now it's time to go enjoy myself.